Hey everyone, and I have a bit of a news update for the Nintendo Switch. So, a division of Sony, Sony Music Entertainment, has launched a brand new publishing label called Unties. Now, Unties will be developing games for PlayStation, both the PSVR and the PS4, as well as the PC. Now, they have announced that they will also be developing for the Nintendo Switch, specifically the game Tiny Metal. Now, Tiny Metal, if you've never heard of it, is basically a tactical battler game, right? Now, this is interesting because we've seen Sony develop for other consoles before, but not really consoles, but for PC. We've seen PlanetSide 2 and Payday. This is interesting because Sony is a rival of Nintendo, yet here is a division of theirs that is developing directly for their rival console. Now, keep in mind, this isn't a big AAA game. This is an indie game. And this isn't the only game in development by Unties. Unties, uh, according to Eurogamer, also has a 3D action title, Last Standard, um, uh, Merkava Avalanche, both for the PC and unnamed consoles, and Demo Reborn, which is for the PS4 and PSVR. But from here, it looks like the only game so far that's coming out for the Switch is Tiny Metal. Now, this isn't. I'm not completely surprised with this, considering this is a tactical battler, which is like you take turns and you move onto different squares and you attack enemies and stuff. Now, this is very similar to many games which are on Nintendo's consoles. Well, in the previously, and the most recent one was Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which is basically a tactical like a tactical battler basically, where you move on squares and you attack enemies. And that game has done very well. In fact, that game is the best-selling third-party game on the Nintendo Switch. Also, keep in mind that although Nintendo is competing with Sony, Nintendo has a lot of exclusives. First of all, the Switch is a hybrid console, right? So it's not as powerful as the PS4 or the Xbox One. Because of this, Sony doesn't have to worry about the Nintendo Switch taking a lot of the huge AAA games which are coming out. Because even if they do get a port for the Nintendo Switch, they won't be as graphically enhanced. The upside for the Nintendo Switch is that it is portable. And because it is portable, it has to be a lot less powerful for battery life and whatsoever. Now, this may be seen as a disadvantage for a lot of people, but as many people have said, this is also an advantage because now they are not competing directly with Sony and Microsoft. And because they are not competing directly with Sony and Microsoft, and the Switch has done extremely well because it is so portable, so convenient with indie games. In fact, many people are saying that this is the gold rush of indie games on the Nintendo Switch. So with Sony's label developing for an indie game for the Nintendo Switch, they're not shooting themselves in the foot. They're actually increasing profit because by selling this on the Nintendo Switch, they're increasing the install base of their game, right? We've seen that the best-selling game on the eShop right now, it's Stardew Valley, right? In fact, the top 10 eShop games, only 2 are made by Nintendo. The rest are all third-party games. So indie wells are doing extremely well. So it makes perfect sense for Sony to be developing for the Nintendo Switch. If the game is gonna sell well, also the Switch isn't gonna kill the PS4, just like it's not gonna kill the PC. They actually coexist quite well. You may, if you want huge AAA games, even very nice graphics on your console or PC, that's fine. But the Switch offers a lot of exclusives which can't be found on those consoles. Those they coexist pretty well. And I'm not just talking about Nintendo exclusives. I'm talking about, let's say, even indie games, right? For example, Stardew Valley is a perfect example. I've been playing that game nonstop. I can play it on a PC, but on the Switch, I can play it whenever I want, not just confined to when I'm on the PC. So it gives a lot of advantage. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this news update. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. and I will see you next time. Bye.